In this tutorial, I will show you how to find genomic data in NCBI's Sequence Read Archive, or SRA, and how to confirm it is what you want. Let's get started. First, we'll want to go to the SRA website. Click on the SRA home link, and it should take you to NCBI's website. This will look familiar if you use PubMed to look up scientific papers. Just make sure the info box at the top says SRA. NCBI also has other databases to choose from should you know where you want to look. To find a genomic sample of some sort, you'll want to narrow down your search parameters. Here I have thermophilic and bioreactor, since I was looking for a metagenome to compare to the switchgrass one mentioned in the KBase Silver narrative and our first assigned paper. As you can see, you get many varied results just from those two keywords. We can narrow down our search further using the additional filters on the left side of the screen. In this case, I want a paired library, so we'll click Paired. Let's start here. Click on a link that looks interesting to you. This will take you to the information page for this sample. From here, there are several ways to check if this is a sample that will be useful for you. Look at the study name. This particular study looked at mixed silage of cover crops and straw, as well as manure in their bioreactor. If you click on Show Abstract, you can get a more in-depth idea of the experiment premise and methods. Under Sample, it tells you what these reads were measured from, in this case, inoculum from the bioreactor. If you're still interested in this sample, continue down and look at the library information. This will tell you how the reads were sequenced. In this case, it tells you that the source was metagenomic and the strategy is amplicon. Amplicon sequencing is targeted sequencing, meaning that it only amplifies a specified genomic region. If we're looking for whole genome data, we cannot use these reads. Let's go back and find a different sample. You may have to click around and scroll through several pages to get to another study, as multiple reads from the same study will all come up separately in the search results. Here's a new study that looks promising. Let's see what it has to offer. This one is still amplicon data. We may need to focus our search a bit more. Let's try adding to our keywords. This is helpful if you have an idea of the type of sample you're looking for. Remember that with every new search, you'll need to narrow back down to paired reads. Some search results will tell you in the title what kind of reads they are. This one is 16S, for example. This sample says metagenome, which is promising. Let's check it. You can see that under Strategy, this sample is a whole genome assembly, or WGA. That's what we're looking for. Now that we know this study produced data that I can use, we'll want to check how many metagenome samples there are in the study. Clicking All Experiments under the study heading will bring you to a page with a list of all of the data from this study. Scrolling through, you can see that many are labeled 16S, some are metatranscriptome, and some are metagenome. Without knowing more about what CSTR01A means, I can't really pick which sample will be best to use for comparison. The paper can give more details about that. To find a link to the paper, go back to the sample information page and click the PRJNA link under the study heading. This will bring you to a page with more information about the study, including the publication. You can put the title into the PubMed search and it will bring you to the paper. After looking through the paper, you can make an informed decision about which metagenome samples to use. Once you've decided, simply click on the link from the list under All Experiments. Let's say I want to use CSTR01A. If you're importing this data into KBase, you'll want to find the SRA link, which is in the little table under the Run heading. Click on that, and then click on the Data Access tab. In the provided table, there will be a link that you can use to import the data into KBase using the Import SRA file as reads from Web app. I hope this has been helpful. Happy analysis!